Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Shri Bhagavān Uvacha Dhūmenāvṛyate vahne yeda darsho malena cha yatholbenāvṛto garbhas tadha tene idamāvṛtam. Dhūmrenāvṛyate vahne yedha darsho malena cha yatholbenāvṛto garbhas tadha tene idamāvṛtam. Dhūmrenāvṛyate vahne yedha darsho malena cha yatholbenāvṛto garbhas tadha tenedam avritam. 3.38 Shri Bhagavān Uvacha. Bhagavan has explained about the Sthita Prajna in the second chapter, the Karma Yoga. He continued to explain in the third chapter. He said, Arjuna, you have to do the karma. Everybody will have to do the karma. They're forced to do the action, even at least to keep themselves alive. At least for that, they need to do the action. So, yes, on that note, Naimittika Dharma is to be performed. Even if somebody is not under the influence of modes, still they have to perform to set an example. So, karma to be performed, Naimittika Dharma to be performed. And this Naimittika Dharma is a natural inclination of the soul. So, Swadharmo, Sreyo Bilasha, Paradharma Bhayavaha. Whatever is the natural inclination, actually that's not the natural inclination of the soul, natural predisposition based on the modes, that is the Naimittika Dharma. So one has to perform that, Arjuna. Based on the modes, one's capability is decided. Specific capabilities of a person is decided based on the modes, specific capability and specific inclination to work. Capability and inclination to work is decided by the modes. So one has to, it's better that one follows that. That is for those who are conditioned by the modes. But there's other group of people where they are surrendered to the Adhyatmika Shakti. Those souls that are surrendered to the Maya Shakti, they are under the influence of modes. Okay, they have a set of capability and inclination, and they perform certain action in the form of Naimittika Dharma. As a Brahmana, as a Kshatriya, done, understood. But when a soul yearns to be under the influence of Adhyatmika Shakti, not the Maya Shakti. So this soul that is surrendered to Adhyatmika Shakti is beyond. The capability of this soul is beyond the soul that is in modes. The soul may be having Brahmana qualities, teaching capabilities, learning, teaching capabilities, and may not be having much of administrative capabilities. This is based on the influence of modes. Yeah. So a soul which is more influenced by goodness may be able to teach better than doing any administration work. But if the same soul is instructed by Guru to actually do the management, and then the soul surrendered to Adhyatmika Shakti or Sri Guru will get such potency that they will be able to do excellent administration, though it's not their nature in terms of modes. So such Sharanagati to Adhyatmika Shakti Guru can make one surpass the normal rules that govern the actions of the soul. So such is the nature, such is the potency of submitting oneself, surrendering to the Adhyatmika Shakti of Sri Guru. So that we have heard, and then Arjuna asked, this is very good. And it is so clear that one has to perform based on their natural inclination for the general populace. Why is it somebody hesitates to perform their dharma, naimittika dharma? Then why is it that I am a Kshatriya and I am supposed to fight the war now? Why is it I am hesitant to do this? That's Arjuna's question. What is it in me that is making me stop? That is preventing me from doing what I'm supposed to do as a Kshatriya. Then Lord Krishna says, though it is very evident and clear what our dharma or responsibility is at that particular point of time, the inability to do that naimittika dharma is lust, kamesha, krodesha, rajoguda, guna samudbhava, lust. There we heard lust is the opposite of love for Bhagavan. Lust is a want for something in this world. And that want can be as appealing and as nice, as convincing as they are my people. How can I kill my people? Even before that is, how can I kill people? And on top of that, how can I kill my people? On top of that, no, I cannot kill my people. I would rather go do begging. These are all very wonderful, convincing, beautiful, convincing, applaudable words. Oh, such compassion. Don't want to kill. And he's ready to go to the forest to take up the austerity. He's ready to sacrifice anything for that. Wow, such detachment. It looks like that. But what is all this based on? I don't want to kill my people. The my. This is all based on. These decisions are all based on. This tyaga is all based on my people. And that's where everything goes. The formula goes wrong there, though it looks very nice from outside. What is the reason that's making you do this? Come to this decision. Is it because it is your decision, your people, or it is because it is Bhagavān's decision. Is it Bhagavān's saying? So lust can also be like that. Very sneaky, very nice, very convincing, almost applaudable from a human standpoint. But the deciding factor is, are you doing it for your self-satisfaction, even if it is putting a very good label of sacrifice? Or are you doing it for Bhagavan's satisfaction? If it is for one's self-satisfaction, even if it is a sacrifice, that is a lust. If it is for Bhagavan's satisfaction, then that is love. Love is only for one vastu. Love is meant for only one vastu, the Adhyatmika vastu, Bhagavan. Only one Priti vastu. There is only one Priti vastu, Bhagavan. Everything is Bhagavad Sambandha. Love means it is to be used in that context. That is called love. Bhagavad Sambandha is love. Everything else is kāma. Because that is gauna sambandha. That is based on modes, based on ahamkara. I, my. So when there is a contamination of self, then that is lust. When one is purified by Bhagavan, when it is for Bhagavan, that is love. I like that. And then Bhagavan is explaining, so now that I've told you what this lust means, this lust can be, where is this lust sitting? A little bit here and there. In this Brahmanda, no, the whole Brahmanda is almost almost soaked in the lust because it is all made of modes, and this lust can be present in these varying degrees. Dhumrenāvṛyate vahne yada darsho malena cha yada ulbenāvṛto garbhas. The lust can be as a smoke on the fire. That is a thin layer of lust. Yada darsho malena cha. It could be as the dust on the mirror, the second degree of lust. Yada ulbano avrata garbhas. Like amniotic fluid around the fetus. Oh, that is thick. So the fetus, baby, when it is in the mother's womb, is covered by this fluid, amniotic fluid. The baby is very restricted inside the womb, and inside the fluid and hardly able to move at all. So that is the degree of lust that is covering the soul. And this is seen in the non-moving living entities like trees, some mountains, trees, non-moving. So much lust that they are almost not conscious of their existence. Existence as a soul, so much lust. Proportional to the degree of the lust, our consciousness that we are soul, and that is diminished. And the next one is the dust on the mirror. So dust on the mirror, it does require a little effort to wipe out the dust. So this dust on the mirror, this dust of lust on the mirror, this is compared to the lust in the moving living entities, birds, bees, like that. And the most thinner layer of lust on the smoke, lust as smoke on the fire, is the one compared to in the human beings. At least they are now in Mukulita Chetana. The first one was Avritta Chetana, like the Sishu in Garbha is Avritta by the Ulbana, amniotic fluid. The second one was Yadadarsho Malena Cha, the Mala on the Darsha, the dust particles on the mirror. Those are moving, living entities. And the last one is Dhumena Avryato Vahner, like the Dhuma on the Vahner, fire. That is Mukulita Chetana. Avritta Chetana in the Sishu, non-living entities, so non-moving entities. Then Sankuchita Chetana is moving living entities, birds and bees. Mukulita Chetana, humans. Atato Brahma Jignasa. When that is there, then that is the lust on the earth. Lust is like smoke on the fire. Different degrees, so at least we know this human life, at least we have a chance to hear that, oh, I am covered by this lust. The other two categories of living beings, they can't even hear, they can't even understand that they're far from the love of God and really buried in the lust. At least in this human form of life, we have this opportunity to know that if we are not filled with the love of God, by default, it means I am filled with lust, period. Lust doesn't necessarily mean only physical attraction or physical wanting to anything in this world. No, that is very gross way of lust. Lust means absence of love of God. Absence of love of God is lust in some degree or other, in some way or other, either bad label or good label, is all lust. Absence of Bhagavat Priti is kāma. Kāma, wanting to lord over. The property of Bhagavan of this world is kāma. So absence of Bhagavat prema is kāma. Absence of love of Godhead is lust. Such a precarious condition. Absence of love of Godhead is lust. So unless there is love of Godhead, we are diseased. We are full of disease of lust. Bhagavat Priti. Bhagavat Priti. Love of Godhead. How can we get rid of this lust? How can we get rid of this disease? Disease. All devouring. This is Mahashano, Mahapapmo. All devouring, all sinful. There is no love of Godhead in the heart. Means the nature is all devouring and all sinful. If I don't have Bhagavat Priti in me, by default my nature is all devouring and all sinful because of the lust, and that is sitting in me. That is the precarious condition I'm in. So how to get rid of this disease?